Pokopia sold out in stores despite being a game key card.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Well, I wonder if like a lot of the casual audience doesn't even realize or care. Like they just want to go to the store and buy a game. And if they put it in and it has to download more than, the day one patch or whatever, it
Mm-hmm.
actually has to download the whole game, like they just don't really think of it. Like I have a feeling, yeah, because obviously when something like this sells out like that, like it can't just be the hardcores, it's got to be casuals.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
and
even if
obviously
Nintendo
this game is very,
even if Nintendo did undersupply Pokopia, it still sold a whole lot.
yeah.
And some consumers probably don't even notice what is written on the bottom of the box, and they just buy it.
Right. And a lot of the game key cards up to this point, it's like these are third party games that
Mm-hmm. And Sony's been
that
doing
you can already get on other consoles, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
now here's like a game key card that's like this is a new Switch 2 game. If you want this in any physical capacity whatsoever,
Mm-hmm.
you
It's
got to get the
it's
game key card.
it's a game developed by Square, but it's being advertised as the next big Pokemon game. Even though it's not made by the people who made the series, um,
I don't
well,
think it was
actually, no,
made. I think
no,
it
it's
was made by a
not.
smaller studio.
It's not made by Square. It's made by Koei Tecmo, so it's even smaller than Square. But even then, yeah, this is a game developed by Koei Tecmo, but it's being advertised as the next big Pokemon game.
It was developed by Omega Force. Oh yeah, which is under Koei Tecmo. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're a division of Koei Tecmo,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously, the biggest similarities are to Dragon Quest Builders 2,
Yeah,
which I always heard was like a great game that just like
and it was probably a gateway for them to make Pokemon Pokopia.
yeah, which I hear was a great game, but it's just like Dragon Quest spin-offs usually have a hard time selling. Like Dragon Quest fans will always buy the mainline ones.
Mm-hmm. Now I did hear that Dragon Quest Builders 2 does have an advantage over Pokopia, and that's that there's battles in Dragon Quest Builders 2, and there's absolutely no battles in Pokopia. But
Interesting.
I mean, they're two different properties, two different type of games.
I will say, yes, I
Gotta
mean, I've been
see.
hearing a lot of people hype up Pokopia and like, um, I think it's cool when like a niche or Nintendo game kind of like pops off like this.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I still fully understand the gameplay loop. You just have like a little farm, like or a little base, like hangout area that you kind of like Animal Crossing and like, customize and like,
So there's
but then you can also
areas.
like a Minecraft mechanic of
There's
blocks.
areas, and you're rebuilding each area. And as you're rebuilding
Hmm.
each area, you're making habitats so that you can bring Pokemon back to the world. Because that's kind of the story. Is there's this island that used to be populated with humans and Pokemon, and not only has the humans have left, but the Pokemon have left. So it's up to Ditto to kind of rebuild the town, make it look nice again, and also build habitats so that the Pokemon return. We don't know what happened to the humans, but at least we can build habitats and make it a happy place for the Pokemon to return.
Hmm.
And that's a basic understanding of the story.
Gotcha.
Nobody I've seen nobody I heard talk about Pokopia has actually known what the story is. So yeah, it's definitely something you have to play to the very end to know what exactly happened to this area.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Um, but yeah, I
Well, I
mean,
mean,
when I get
the, I
when I get better at planning my game schedules, I'll definitely be playing Pokopia in the future.
yeah, it's something I maybe wouldn't mind trying. I think there's some backlog stuff I might maybe would want to get to first, but
Mm-hmm. My first experience buying a game that wasn't even on the disc that I bought was Overwatch. I bought it at the store and I brought it home, and then after I did that, I noticed on that box actually it said something about the game not actually being on it, and you just download it. And then I was just like, oh, so. And I'm a gamer, and I didn't even notice that.
yeah,
Imagine people who aren't gamers and just buy games for fun. They're definitely not gonna notice, even with Nintendo being upfront that game key cards are game key cards.
right.
At the very least, Nintendo's advertising it on the box. Most of their first party games are all in the cartridge, but at the very least, they're giving games that would have been all digital an option that give you a yellow card that you can hold.
Yeah.
Copia's.
Hopefully at some point we get to the like the cost of these cartridges goes down or for manufacturing or hopefully like they eventually present more options like in storage size because I think right now there's only a 64 gig or a game key card. Um,
Uh huh.
Hopefully at some point that like they can solve for that and we get fewer game key cards, especially like from like a big second party release like this.
Yeah. If I do remember, Nintendo did say that they were gonna uh make an effort to make it to where there's more card options. I mean,
Yeah,
it's definitely gonna cost more for Nintendo, but at least they said that they're gonna try to do it. Let's hopefully they do try to do it, and they're just not like, we'll try to do it, and then they'll just be like, oh, we just got an estimate, and then after we got the estimate of how much it's gonna cost, then we're like, we're not gonna do it. They could always do that too.
right. Because if I have to get the next Zelda on a game key card, I'll buy it one way or another, whether I get the key card or I get the digital. Like I'll get the damn game, but I'll be a little sad that the game's not on the cart.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Nintendo is gonna utilize DLSS 5 on the next Zelda game.
Yeah, I mean yeah.
Nah. I don't. The Switch
I
could
don't think they're gonna go
definitely.
for.
They're
I don't think they're gonna go for that level of realism.
nah. The Switch 2 wouldn't be able to handle that. It doesn't have two processors inside of it.
Yeah.